Okay, so I am going to go through the multiple choice answers for the 2010 Business Studies exam. So I'm going to run through these pretty quickly. I'm going to tell you the answer and why I've got it. All right, so which of the following actions could a manufacturer take to become more environmentally sustainable in their products? Okay, so this one's pretty obvious. It's got nothing to do with attitudes or labour or diversifying their products. The answer is A. Reducing packaging is an environmentally sustainable practice. Okay. Number 2, which of the following is a breach of anti-discrimination legislation? All right, the answer for this one is D. Because it's about anti-discrimination legislation is about fairness to everyone regardless of their age, gender or race. Okay, so D. Question 3. A computer game manufacturer uses a copy protect feature when selling a new game to overseas consumers. What could be a reason for using this feature? What it is for this one, the answer is C. Okay, so intellectual property is property that is the result of creativity. The copy protect feature prevents the manufacturer's intellectual property being distributed without consent. All right, so this is why this one is C. All right, you can see here these ones don't really make sense for the question anyway. Okay, number 4. A manufacturer of dog biscuits would like to segment the market. Which of the following is a segmentation strategy that the manufacturer could implement? Okay. The answer for this one is B. Because markets can be segmented in a variety of ways, demographic, psychographic, etc. This one is the only option that relates to this is segmentation according to income. In this case, high income earners. Okay, so this is the only thing that relates to dividing up the market. Number 5. 2 fashion designers based in New South Wales have decided to jointly fund the marketing of their designs overseas for the next 5 years. These designers usually compete with each other. Which of the following best describes the arrangement, all right, between these two? So the answer is C. Okay, they're working together, so a strategic alliance has been formed. All right, number 6. Okay, Fresh Food Supermarket has acquired Crisco Supermarket. Fresh Food has a policy that customers cannot sample fruit before buying. Staff members at Crisco are reluctant to adopt this policy because customers will be unhappy. So what is causing the reluctance to adopt this policy? Okay. Question is, the answer for this one is B. Okay. The culture between the two businesses is different. Fresh Food doesn't allow customers to sample, but Crisco does. Okay, so that's why there's a reluctance to adopt the policy. Right? They're incompatible. Okay, question 7. Under OH&S legislation, a retail store employee is obliged to no, nothing to do with OH&S. All right, it's D. Okay, it's about health and safety, so that's the only option that relates to this. Okay. Question 8. A furniture manufacturer wants to buy timber from an overseas supplier. What could the manufacturer do to ensure that supplier complies with minimum standards of labour? The minimum standards of labour. Okay. So minimum standards of labour relate to the age of workers, number of hours worked, wage and conditions. All right. So if we're looking at these, the only thing that's suitable there is A. Okay. Child workers. It's the age. All right. That's what minimum standards of labour. One of the things to do with minimum standards of labour. Right. Number 9. A producer sells direct to consumers. Which of the following actions will allow the producer to reduce the number of individual orders handled, but still maintain overall volume sales? All right, so having a look at this one. Okay, so it'd be B. So the only way to reduce handling orders is to outsource this operation to another business, and in this case, an intermediary. All right, so number 10, halfway there. Alex leads a team of firefighters. He usually listens to his team's views before making workplace decisions. However, in times of emergency, he expects the team to obey his orders. Which of the following best describes the management theory Alex is using? So this one is B, okay, contingency theory. And that means being flexible. So using different management theories to suit changing circumstances. Okay, he usually listens, but in times of emergency, he needs them to obey. All right, so he's flexible. Okay, 11. Which of the following is an example of a manager displaying inertia? Okay, so this one, the answer is D. Okay, so inertia means lack of desire to change. Okay, so even when faced with a new competition, which could see the closure of his or her business. Okay, so that's why the answer is D. 12, a derivative. All right, what is a derivative? Okay, the answer for this one is A. Okay, so a derivative allows a business to hedge the risk of buying products from another country by paying them at an agreed currency value. So this allows the buyer to take advantage of favourable exchange rates. All right, so 13, question 13. What are two consequences of a business using a standardised marketing strategy when operating globally? Okay, so the answer for this one is A. So when a business uses a standardised marketing approach, it's assumed that its marketing mix will, suit all customers, so one size fits all. So this may be cheaper to mass produce and thus create economies of scale, but it does eliminate potential customers and so reduces market segments. All right. 14. Which set of characteristics best describes the decline stage in the product life cycle? All right, B. Okay, so when a product becomes unattractive to people and moves into the decline stage of its life cycle, there'll be lower profits, lower awareness of its brand, and as a result, fewer competitors will be attracted to the market. All right, nearly finished. 15. In 2010, an Australian company brought products from the USA. If the Australian dollar rises in value against the US dollar before the payment is made, which of the following could be true? 15, let's have a look. D. Okay. So when the Aussie dollar rises in value against other currencies, fewer Australian dollars have to be exchanged to buy the foreign currency to pay the overseas product. This means that the business has more funds available for other purposes. Okay, 16. Which of the following are both external sources of funds for a business? This one. Okay, so bank loans and mortgages are both sources of funds from external providers. All right, the rest of them are a mix of internal and external. Okay, so these two are the only external ones. 17. Which of the following is an appropriate strategy for businesses in managing cultural diversity? C. Okay. So an appropriate way to manage cultural diversity is to provide signs. Oh, trash. Is to provide signs in different languages for customers. All right. 18. A furniture manufacturer wants to expand its business using a vertical integration strategy. Which of the following businesses would it need to purchase? Okay. A. So vertical integration within a business either invests in businesses that provide a natural resource for the production or which manufacture or retail its product. Therefore, a furniture manufacturing business that buys a timber plantation is engaging in one form of vertical integration. All right. 19. A business has developed a product new to the market, wishes to maximize the profit per item sold. Which pricing strategy should it use? All right, D. Skimming. So skimming occurs when a business sets the price of a new product at a high level. This not only covers the cost of the new product, but it will create an image of exclusiveness. All right. So because it's expensive, it must be good. And last one, 20, what might happen as a result of a company having highly undervalued plant and equipment on its balance sheet? Asset stripping, okay? So when non-current assets are undervalued on a company's records, owners may take the opportunity to sell the individual items to make a quick profit. All right, so that's all 20 questions done of 2010.